We have a bit of wind today, with the wind speed being 13 km/h from the north-northeast. Dylan Visagi is second. Chantelda Jagger from Namibia is 11th. Michelle Rust from Namibia is first. Kingus from Namibia is 6th. Michelle Rust is first. Best lap is a 1:14.385. Michelle Rust improved is first with a 1:09.205. Ernest Heather is provisional pole with a 1:08.794. Adrian Gus is third. Adrian Gus improved is fourth with a 1:11.159. 2.365 off pole. Michelle Rust is fourth up 1.58. Mark Guy is provisional pole with a 1:07.975. Michelle Rust is provisional pole with a 1:07.708. Sean Olivier from South Africa is 12th. Sean Olivier improved is 10th with a 1:09.777. 2.069 off pole. Mark Guy from South Africa is second up 0.29. Mark Guy improved is second with a 1:07.766. 0.058 off pole. Chantelda Jagger is 15th. Chantelda Jagger improved is 13th with a 1:13.771. 6.063 off pole. Dylan Visagi from South Africa is 16th. Mike Ramsey from South Africa is 12th. Mike Ramsey improved is 9th with a 1:09.224. 1.628 off pole. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Pieter Gelden who is 6th. Pieter Gelden, who is improved, is 5th with a 1:08.543. 0.947 off pole. Chantal de Jager is 16th, up 0.69. Chantal de Jager improved is 16th with a 1:12.906. 5.310 off pole. Dylan Visagie is first. Dylan Visagie is provisional pole with a 1:07.274. Kingus is 12th. Kingus improved is 11th with a 1:09.455. 2.181 off pole. Pieter Gelden, who is from South Africa, is 5th. Pieter Gelden, who is improved, is 5th with a 1:08.349. 1.075 off pole. Jano van der Westhuizen from Italy is 6th. Best lap is a 1:08.774. 1.500 off pole. Mike Ramsey is 11th, up 0.11. Pieter Gelden, who is 5th, up 0.11. Keegan Paxton is 8th, up 0.24. Kingus is 12th, up 0.12. Chris Foley from South Africa is 9th, up 0.35. Ernest Heather from South Africa is 7th, up 0.24. Kevin Krause from South Africa is 15th. Melvin Gus from Namibia is 3rd, up 0.18. Melvin Gus improved is 2nd with a 1:07.512. 0.238 off pole. Chantal de Jager from Namibia is 16th, up 0.50. Chantal de Jager improved is 15th with a 1:12.555. 5.281 off pole. Jano van der Westhuizen is 7th, up 0.16. Chantal de Jager is 15th, up 0.16. Sean Olivier is 13th. Sean Olivier improved is 13th with a 1:09.550. 2.276 off pole. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Chantal de Jager is 15th. Chantel de Jager improved is 15th with a 1:12.350. 5.076 off pole. Michelle Rust is third up 0.15. Ernest Heather is sixth up 0.11. Jano van der Westhuizen from Italy is seventh. Best lap is a 1:08.764. 1.490 off pole. Kevin Krause is 16th up 0.17. Ernest Heather from South Africa is 6th up 0.16. Chris Foley is 9th up 0.14. Adrian Gus from Namibia is 14th up 0.10. Jano van der Westhuizen is 7th up 0.22. Mark Guy is 4th up 0.12. Mark Guy improved is second with a 1:07.404. 0.130 off pole. Chantel de Jager is 15th. Chantel de Jager improved is 15th with a 1:12.207. 4.933 off pole. Chris Foley is 9th up 0.38. Chris Foley improved is 8th with a 1:08.829. 1.555 off pole. Kingus is 12th up 0.22. Kingus improved is 11th with a 1:09.132. 1.858 off pole. Chantel de Jager is 15th. Chantel de Jager improved is 15th with a 1:11.428. 4.154 off pole. Chris Foley is 8th up 0.11. Kevin Krause is 16th up 0.72. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is 12th. Wayne Mitten improved is 10th with a 1:08.988. 1.714 off pole. Pieter Gelden who is 5th up 0.25. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Kevin Krause is 16th, up 1.96. Kevin Krause improved is 14th with a 1:10.669. 3.395 off pole. Dylan Visagi is first. If you're just joining us, hello and welcome. It's another beautiful day for a motor race here at Tony Rust in Windhoek, Namibia. We have a bit of wind today, with the wind speed being 14 km/h from the north-northeast. Dylan Visagi is in first. Mark Guy from South Africa is in second. Melvin Gus from Namibia is third place. Michelle Rust from Namibia is in fourth. Pieter Gelden, who is from South Africa, is fifth place. Ernest Heather from South Africa is in sixth. And they are off its pedal to the metal time. Dylan Visagi is first. Mark Guy is second, is duking it out with Dylan Visagi. Melvin Gus is third, looks to be battling against Mark Guy. Ernest Heather is seventh, is involved in a battle with Chris Foley. Keegan Paxton is ninth. Wayne Mitten. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is 10th. Kingus. Wayne Mitten is now in 9th position. Keegan Paxton is making their way out of the pits. Kingus from Namibia is 10th. Best lap is a 1:20.765. 5.340 off the fastest lap. Kingus is now 10th. Sean Olivier from South Africa is 13th, is hot on the heels of Mike Ramsey. I hope they have enough fuel, if not they will get a jerry can. Chantel de Jager is making their way out of the pits. Sean Olivier is now in 12th position. Michelle Rust is 5th, is about to lose a place to Pieter Gelden, who is Ernest Heather is 8th, being passed by Kingus. Ernest Heather looks to have lost 8th place to Kingus. Mike Ramsey from South Africa is 10th, appears to be trying to find a way round Ernest Heather. They are going to need to push very hard. Sean Olivier is 11th. Best lap is a 1:10.423. 2.677 off the fastest lap. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Melvin Gus is 8th, is going to be looming large in those mirrors of Kingus. Will the tires last the race? Kingus from Namibia is 8th, is looking left, is looking right, trying to find a way to pass Melvin Gus. Ernest Heather is 9th, is reeling in Kingus. I might have said this before, you can do it, you can do it. Kingus is 9th. Best lap is a 1:09.672. 1.926 off the fastest lap. Kingus is now in 8th position. Sean Olivier is 10th, seems like they are getting in range of Mike Ramsey. Pick it, stick it, send it, that's what we want to see. Jano van der Westhuizen from Italy is 5th, has caught up to Pieter Gelden, who is, I might have said this before, you can do it, you can do it. Sean Olivier entering the pits is 10th place. Ernest Heather is 11th, is trying to get within striking distance of Mike Ramsey. I hope they have enough fuel, if not they will get a jerry can. Ernest Heather is now 10th. Adrian Gus from Namibia is 16th, is trying to find a way to pass Kevin Krause. Can they make it past cleanly? Adrian Gus is now in 15th position. Ernest Heather is 10th, is targeting Mike Ramsey. but pushing too hard can lead to mistakes. Adrian Gus on lap 5 is 15th, is scrapping for a place against Kevin Krause. Adrian Gus was 1.0 faster last lap. Kevin Krause from South Africa is 15th, is scrapping for a place against Adrian Gus. Mike Ramsey is 10th, is fighting against Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather is 11th. Best lap is a 1:09.023. 1.724 off the fastest lap. Ernest Heather has fallen out of 11th position, giving it to Chris Foley. Keegan Paxton is 10th, has caught up to Mike Ramsey. Can they make it past cleanly? Ernest Heather is 12th. Keegan Paxton on lap 7 is 10th, looks to have a fight on their hands with Mike Ramsey. Ernest Heather is 12th, seems like they are getting in range of Chris Foley, is piling on a lot of pressure. Chris Foley was 5.9 faster last lap. Melvin Gus is 6th, is reeling in Jano van der Westhuizen. Pick your line, wait for it, send it. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Mike Ramsey is 10th, is trying to catch Keegan Paxton. Can they make it past cleanly? Ernest Heather is 11th, wants to close that gap to Mike Ramsey. We could be seeing some intense wheel-to-wheel action. Chris Foley from South Africa is 12th. Best lap is a 1:08.802. 1.503 off the fastest lap. Ernest Heather is 11th, is crossing swords with Mike Ramsey. Chris Foley is 12th, has come up against Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather is 11th, appears to be fighting against Chris Foley. Ernest Heather is now 10th. Chris Foley is 11th, is crossing swords with Ernest Heather. Keegan Paxton is 12th, is being passed by Sean Olivier. Keegan Paxton was 1.2 faster last lap. Keegan Paxton is now in 12th position. Mike Ramsey is 10th, is looking for an opportunity to get round Chris Foley. I might have said this before, you can do it, you can do it. Michel Rust is third. Chris Foley is 10th. Sean Olivier. Chris Foley has fallen out of 10th position, giving it to Sean Olivier. Ernest Heather is 12th, is trying to catch Chris Foley. Will the tires last the race? Michel Rust is third. Chris Foley is 12th, is trying to catch Ernest Heather. Can they make it past cleanly? Jano van der Westhuizen is 6th, appears to be trying to find a way round Pieter Geldenhuis. Pick your line, wait for it, send it. Pieter Geldenhuis is 5th, is pulling all the stops in trying to find a way to pass Melvin Gus, is piling on a lot of pressure. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Pieter Geldenhuis is now 5th. Mark Guy is 2nd. Melvin Gus is 5th, wants to catch up to Jano van der Westhuizen. Pick your line, wait for it, send it. Jano van der Westhuizen is 5th. Mark Guy is 2nd, is piling heaps of pressure on Dylan Visagi. We could be seeing some intense wheel-to-wheel action. Ernest Heather is 11th, could be making a move soon on Sean Olivier, is piling on a lot of pressure. Mark Guy is 2nd, is trying to find a way to pass Dylan Visagi. Will the tires last the race? Melvin Gus is 5th. Melvin Gus has just lost 5th position to Pieter Gelden, who is. Mark Guy is 2nd. Melvin Gus on lap 14 is 6th. Seems like they are getting in range of Pieter Gelden, who is. I might have said this before, you can do it, you can do it. Pieter Gelden, who is from South Africa, is 6th. Mark Guy on lap 15 is 2nd, might be getting ready to put a move on Dylan Visagie. Can they make it past cleanly? Chris Foley is 11th. Mark Guy is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:07.225. 0.096 off the fastest lap. Ernest Heather is 10th. Mark Guy is 2nd, is piling heaps of pressure on Dylan Visagie, but pushing too hard can lead to mistakes. Ernest Heather from South Africa is 10th, appears to be scrapping with Mike Ramsey. Mark Guy is 2nd, looks to have the need for speed, as they are catching up to Dylan Visagie, is piling on a lot of pressure. Ernest Heather is 10th, is getting pushed hard by Mike Ramsey. Winner winner, chicken dinner, the race is over. Mark Guy has crossed the line in 1st. Dylan Visagie has crossed the line in 2nd. Michel Rust finished in 3rd place. Jano van der Westhuizen finished in 4th place. Chantal de Jager finished in 16th place. Wayne Mitten finished in 5th place. Kevin Krause finished in 14th place. Keen Gus has crossed the line in 6th. Melvin Gus finished in 7th place. Pieter Gelden has crossed the line in 8th. Ernest Heather has crossed the line in 9th. Chris Foley has crossed the line in 10th. Mike Ramsey finished in 11th place. Adrian Gus has crossed the line in 15th. Sean Olivier has crossed the line in 12th. Keegan Paxton has crossed the line in 13th. If you're just joining us, hello and welcome. It's another beautiful day for a motor race here at Tony Rust in Windhoek, Namibia. We have a bit of wind today, with the wind speed being 12 km/h from the north-northeast. Kevin Krause is in third. Keegan Paxton is fourth place. Sean Olivier from South Africa is in fifth. Mike Ramsey from South Africa is in sixth. Chris Foley from South Africa is in seventh. Ernest Heather from South Africa is in eighth. The lights go out and we are off to a flying start. Chantal de Jager is first. Keegan Paxton is second, is fighting against Chantal de Jager. Chris Foley from South Africa is second, is going for the overtake on Chantal de Jager. Mike Ramsey is fourth, looks to be battling with Chantal de Jager. Kinga entering the pits is 13th place. Adrian Gus from Namibia is 6th, is being passed by Sean Olivier. Melvin Gus from Namibia is 11th. Melvin Gus is now in 10th position. Keegan Paxton is second, is looking to drop into that slipstream behind Chris Foley. Pick it, stick it, send it, that's what we want to see. Keegan Paxton just lost 9th place to Michelle Rust. Keegan Paxton just lost 12th place to Mark Gunn. Ernest Heather is second. Chris Foley is third, is trying to catch Ernest Heather, and he does not want to get too far behind. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is 6th, is wheel to wheel with Dylan Visagie. Wayne Mitten is out of 6th place and won't be happy losing that to Dylan Visagie. Michelle Rust from Namibia is 9th and it's on, like Donkey Kong for Jano van der Westhuizen, who has got to be feeling the pressure. Melvin Gus entering the pits is 16th place. Mike Ramsey is third. Mike Ramsey is now 8th. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Mike Ramsey is out of 11th place and won't be happy losing that to Chantal de Jager. Mike Ramsey just lost 12th place to Keegan Paxton. Hayate Gelden who is his third. Chris Foley is third, is looking to drop into that slipstream behind Hayate Gelden who is, I might have said this before, you can do it, you can do it. Adrian Gus entering the pits is 10th. Wayne Mitten is 9th, appears to be catching up to Jano van der Westhuizen, he need to pile on the pressure. Keegan Paxton is 11th, is going to be looming large in those mirrors of Chantal de Jager, but pushing too hard can lead to mistakes. Kevin Krause from South Africa is 14th, is getting overtaken by Mike Ramsey. Hayate Gelden who is from South Africa is second, is going to be looming large in those mirrors of Ernest Heather, is piling on a lot of pressure. Chris Foley is fourth, looks to have the need for speed, as they are catching up to Dylan Visagie. Can they keep it on the track? Adrian Gus is 12th, is coming in range of Chantal de Jager. Pick your line, wait for it, send it. Chantal de Jager was 1.2 faster last lap. Dylan Visagie from South Africa is second, appears to be closing in on Ernest Heather, he need to pile on the pressure. Hayate Gelden who is on lap 5 is fourth, could be looking for a way up the inside of Chris Foley. I might have said this before, you can do it, you can do it. Wayne Mitten on lap 5 is 8th. Seems like they are getting in range of Jano van der Westhuizen, and he does not want to get too far behind. Ernest Heather is 2nd, is reeling in. Dylan Visagi is piling on a lot of pressure. Pieter Gelden, who is 4th, wants to catch up to Chris Foley. Can they make it past cleanly? Michel Rust is 5th. We are seeing some intense wheel-to-wheel action with Pieter Gelden, who is Mark Guy from South Africa is 6th. Could be looking for a way up the inside of Michel Rust, is piling on a lot of pressure. Mark Guy was 1.4 faster last lap. Pieter Gelden, who is 5th, looks to be reeling in. Michel Rust, pick your line, wait for it, send it. Mark Guy entering the pits is 6th. Michel Rust on lap 7 is 4th, seems to be fighting with Pieter Gelden, who is Adrian Gus is 12th, looks to be reeling in. Chantal de Jager, pick it, stick it, send it, that's what we want to see. Michel Rust is 4th, wants to get past Chris Foley, who has got to be feeling the pressure. "10 minutes remaining in the session. Chris Foley is 4th, looks to be opening a can of Wu Pass, and is serving it to Michel Rust. Pieter Gelden, who is on lap 8 is 5th, is coming in range of Chris Foley, but pushing too hard can lead to mistakes. Adrian Gus is 12th, is reeling in. Chantal de Jager, who has got to be feeling the pressure. Pieter Gelden, who is 5th, is chasing down Ernest Heather. He need to pile on the pressure. Mark Guy is 6th. Best lap is a 1:07.467. 0.232 off the fastest lap. Adrian Gus is 12th, is fighting against Chantal de Jager. Mike Ramsey is 13th, is looking to drop into that slipstream behind Adrian Gus, and he does not want to get too far behind. Mike Ramsey was 1.6 faster last lap. Ernest Heather is 6th, seems like they are getting in range of Pieter Gelden, who is, can they make it past cleanly? Mike Ramsey from South Africa is 12th, seems to be battling with Adrian Gus. Mike Ramsey looks to have lost 12th place to Adrian Gus. Pieter Gelden, who is 5th, is pushing for a mistake from Mark Guy. I might have said this before, you can do it, you can do it. Mark Guy is 4th, higher to Gelden Huis. Higher to Gelden Huis is 5th, is pulling all the stops in trying to find a way to pass Mark Guy. Pick it, stick it, send it, that's what we want to see. Mark Guy is 4th, higher to Gelden Huis. Higher to Gelden Huis is 5th, wants to get into that slipstream behind Mark Guy. Pick it, stick it, send it, that's what we want to see. Mark Guy is 4th, is trying to find a way to pass Chris Foley. Can they make it past cleanly? Chris Foley is 4th, is crossing streams with Mark Guy. Higher to Gelden Huis is 5th, has caught up to Chris Foley. They are going to need to push very hard. Adrian Gus is 12th, has caught up to Chantal de Jager, and he does not want to get too far behind. Chris Foley is 5th, is crossing streams with Higher to Gelden Huis. Adrian Gus is 12th, is hot on the heels of Chantal de Jager, who has got to be feeling the pressure. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Chantal de Jager from Namibia is 12th, is getting pushed hard by Adrian Gus. Keegan Paxton is 10th. Best lap is a 1:08.223. 0.988 off the fastest lap. Chantal de Jager is 12th, being passed by Adrian Gus. Keegan Paxton is 10th, is trying to get within striking distance of Sean Olivier. I might have said this before, you can do it, you can do it. Keegan Paxton was 1.8 faster last lap. Sean Olivier is 10th. Gus from Namibia on lap 12 is 14th. Ernest Heather from South Africa is 6th. Kevin Krause is 14th. Chris Foley on lap 14 is 5th. Chris Foley entering the pits is 6th. Jano van der Westhuizen is 7th. Mark Guy on lap 15 is 3rd. Mark Guy couldn't take the pressure from Ernest Heather as they have moved down to 4th place. Wayne Mitten is 8th. Kingus is 13th, has locked horns with Kevin Krause. Mark Guy is 7th, looks to be reeling in Chris Foley, but pushing too hard can lead to mistakes. Chris Foley is 7th, being passed by Mark Guy. Keegan Paxton is 9th. Adrian Gus entering the pits is 12th. Sean Olivier is 10th. Adrian Gus is 12th. Mark Guy is 6th. What a great win, and I am sure they will be pleased with that result. Dylan Visagi has crossed the line in 1st. Michel Rust has crossed the line in 2nd. Adrian Gus finished in 12th place. Pieter Gelden, who is finished in 3rd place. Ernest Heather finished in 4th place. Mark Guy has crossed the line in 5th. Jano van der Westhuizen finished in 6th place. Kevin Krause finished in 13th place. Chris Foley has crossed the line in 7th. Kingus finished in 14th place. Wayne Mitten finished in 8th place. Mike Ramsey finished in 15th place. Keegan Paxton finished in 9th place. Sean Olivier has crossed the line in 10th. Chantel de Jager has crossed the line in 11th.